Alright guys, Mac Leader here. I've gotten a bunch of people wanting to see what a defense skill tree looks like. I've posted, I don't know, a day or two ago of a VIP 120 attack skill tree setup. We are going to look at a defense skill tree setup. Okay, let me pull it up here. Let's switch up here to defense skill tree. All right, coming down the skill tree, obviously minimum points like always, coming all the way down, down, all the way down. When you get down to this point right here where the tree splits, you do not want to do anything on this left side. Go straight down the middle, all the way down the middle, because none of this defense, even though there is a few defense over here, none of them is worth a crap. I mean, this is 15,000 defense. 15,000 defense is nothing now. So you don't want any of that stuff. You're just wasting skill points putting in down through there. If you don't fill that up, that gives you an extra 200 defense skill points. Okay, so we're coming on down. Depending on if you're going to be in defense setup all the time, because you do not lead at all, then you might want to go ahead and do your deployment size increases. But I would not do these ones down or right here before you get to where it splits into the triple tree going down, because they aren't that big. Yeah, it's, what is that, 100,000 million? 5 million is all that adds, so don't worry about those 5 million troops. Is not going to matter. You would do better on leaving those defense points for yourself for your defense spots down through here than to use that to add to rallies. Now, if you're going to use the defense, most of the time you want to be able to contribute to rallies at your full potential. Coming down through here at the bottom, go ahead and fill up your trap deployment size, this one up here. Your troop deployment size, go ahead and max those out. That way you can contribute to your rally leaders as much as possible. I don't stay in defense gear actually at all. I don't even put it on now. I just set this up yesterday to see if that new defense gear being maxed out the enhancement 50, if it really made much of a difference, and it really doesn't look like it does much unless you move all your mods over to that defense gear. Then it helps you some. So that defense gear, if you're strictly defense and you don't attack ever, use that judgment defense gear, max it out to enhancement 50, which is not hard to do right now. It doesn't take a whole lot. It's not like maxing out your warlord gear in enhancements. Just use that judgment gear, put all your max mods on that judgment gear, and then use this tree. You want to come down just minimum points, okay, is how you want to do this, all the way down to the bottom. I know you see these maxed out, but hang on. All the way down to the bottom, minimum points. What you can do down here, and I think I've actually messed this one up just a little bit. What you can do down here, when you get to the bottom, you see on this left side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the left side from the bottom coming up. I did not do anything because all that was doing is wasting points, because there is no defense in any of those 5. Okay. Now also, this is where I messed up on this center tree right here. This is rally control point and troop attack. It does have some indestructible defense down there, but it's 100 million. That's not going to do you any good. 100 million is nothing now. So save your points there. Save your points here on the control point trap health. You don't need that one. Your outpost raiding and defending health, unless you're going to be farming, you don't need that one either. Don't worry about putting it on that one. Just stop at this indestructible defense right here. And that right there would have given you enough points to max out your deployments right there. So I really wasted those right there. I could have maxed out my deployment and my trap deployments with those points I used right there. But then you go on the right side, corrosive attack and defense is all the way at the bottom. That's 300 trillion. That's a good one. You want to max that one out. And when you do this, you go minimal points to the bottom and then start slowly maxing them out on your defense coming back up, because your biggest defense is on the bottom. So I didn't do any corrosive attack. You come back up. The next defense is this indestructible defense. What is that? 3 billion indestructible defense. That's a big one. Indestructible is pretty powerful, and that's 3 billion of it. So that's pretty good, especially when you see, like, that's why I'm saying this. You go down to these other ones, they add a little 100 million indestructible defense. 100 million ain't nothing. That was 3 billion alone just on that one. Come back up. As long as you kill a commander every now and then, find somebody that's got a little commander that you can kill. I'm sure somebody in your alliance has a second base that they'll let you take their commander and kill it every now and then when your boost runs out. Do that and max this one out. This one gives you 200 trillion defense. You want to get that one. Then you got indestructible triple defense. That's basically type defense. That's a big one too, 1.2 billion. You're coming back up from the bottom over triple divine combat, which is very deceiving on this because it doesn't really say defense. That is defense. You see the little shield there on the right? That's defense. And you can look at that. One of these up at the top, I'll show you in a second. It explains that triple divine combat is also defense. But this one, it does not tell you that. But it is the same boost. So you want to put that on there. And that's a big one. A lot of people miss that because that's 100,000 million billion trillion. It's 150 trillion defense right there. Then you want to do your shielding. All your shielding. This is rally and control point shielding. So your rally shielding. You want to do that. That's 400 trillion. Coming back up. We got corrosive defense on this right side. Then on the left again, you got shielding. You want to get that shielding. You got left side, your embassy defense. That's pretty big defense right there. As long as somebody is reinforcing you, you got extra defense. So make sure you got your alliance that'll reinforce you also when you're getting rallied. Coming back up, keep coming down the center. You got another attack defense. It's 100 trillion. You got another indestructible, 600 million. And this is that triple divine combat again. You want to make sure you get that 100,000 million billion trillion, 80 trillion right there. A lot of people miss. But you keep coming back up. Maybe find that triple defense where you guys can see. Make sure you get all your shielding. You can see coming up this left side, you got shielding over there. Embassy defense in the center again. Armor piercing resilience. You want to get that on the right side. That debuffs their armor piercing, which armor piercing is big right now. So you want to get that resilience right there. Triple divine combat. Here it is. Triple divine combat. Increase defense, attack, and armor piercing. That's what you want. And if you look down here on this, that's what this is. Defense, attack, and armor piercing on the left right there. You see those three symbols? That's what you want. Right there. Defense, attack, and armor piercing. So you want to get those. It's a big one a lot of people miss. And obviously you just keep coming up. Any defense, any shielding, any armor piercing resilience. Coming up the tree. That's what you want to do. And you just work up this tree like that until you're done. Say you get up to the top here and you get all your defense and everything maxed out. Don't go any higher than this. These are a waste of points. Don't go up here because you get up here. The next one you can come up to is all the way up here, and that's 15,000. Okay, screw that. You don't need that. If you got leftover points, I'd say throw it on something down here that has got, if you just got extra points, which you may have on when you're setting up a defense, throw it on some of these that have got this indestructible defense at 100 million. Because I mean, I know that 100 million ain't a lot, but it's better than getting 15,000 way up here at the top. So that's what you guys want to do for your defense tree. Pretty simple. You just got to make sure you don't miss a couple of those, and make sure you don't run down this left side of the tree up here where it splits right there. Do not run down that left side of that tree. That saves you 200 points right there. All right. And then go ahead and use for a defense setup, you want to use this gear right here, the Judgment gear. See, I don't have any mods on it. I don't use it. But max it out to 50 and put all your highest mods on your gear, on your augments. You want to do that Mamba augments. That's your best augments for any type of gear, whether you're doing defense, anything. You use those Mamba, the green Mamba augments. If you look down through here, 47.2 million defense. That's what you want. I don't know if it does any shielding. Does health. No shielding. But that's what you want. Those green Mamba augments. So that pretty much is all you need to know for defense gear setup. Max mods. A lot of people don't realize they're messing up on these mods too. When you've got all these mods on your gear, every time you get a pack, I know it's a pain in the butt, but every single time you buy a pack and you get more mods, unequip all of your mods off of all your gear, unless you're setting it up on two separate gears, which is dumb. You're either set up as an attack base or you're set up as a defense base. If you're halfway attack, like you can attack some players, but you're not, maxed out, your Warlord gear is going to be better for defense anyways. So just leave it on your Warlord gear. You don't need to use those good mods for two sets of gear right now, because we don't have enough of them to get them maxed out yet. Once you've got the mods maxed completely out, you can't go any higher with the mods, then yeah, if you got extra stone on second gear. But important thing, every time you get a pack, unequip those mods. Unequip every single one of those mods, okay? And then you want to come over here, which I'm sure you guys know, but I found some people who didn't. You want to come over here to your armory, you go to your combine, click on your mods, hit that master combine, go to the top. It will tell you your max, it will combine them to get your max mods. And then go back to your gear, and it's actually easier to set up your gear in the inventory right here in your armory. Go back to your gear, pick your weapon, and go down through your gear, setting up your biggest mods on your gear. Your top 7 biggest mods on your gear, put them on there. Like I've got level 29 on this one. Level 29 with the enhancements at 49 for just the gun. You're looking at 10.5 quadrillion attack. That's what you want to do. Okay. If you look at 10, okay, this is basically one mod down below. You're going to 10 quadrillion attack. So you lost a half a quadrillion by not having a 29 on it. That's a 28, 27. These are all 49 enhancements, so they're all apples to apples here. 27 drops you down to 9.96. So from 27 to 29, you're at 10.5 to 9.96 on your attack, which we're actually looking at defense. So I guess we ought to be looking at defense here. Troop defense is 2.2 billion, and army defense is 1.2. So let's see, 2.2 on your defense. You look down through here, troop defense is 2.24. A big one for your defense bases with these mods is shielding, because these mods give you a lot of shielding. So if you look at your combat and rally shielding, everything is 348 trillion shielding, okay, on a level 29 mod. So we come back down here to a level 27. You look at your combat shielding is 224. So it's a big difference in shielding. That's why you want to make sure you put those mods on your defense gear if you're set up as a defense. You want to make sure you get those on there because that makes a big difference. So that gear without mods is not going to be good enough because the shielding on that gear alone is crap. It's horrible. So you're going to have these mods for shielding to make that defense gear work. But that pretty much wraps up gear. I'm going to jump off here. I finally got my comm back, waiting for him because I soloed a guy and lost it. So I got my comm back. I'm ready to go burn some guys. Let's burn somebody here real quick before we leave. Always got to burn somebody on a video, right? Alright, we got... Oops, I don't need to do that. Alright, let's make sure we're boosted here. Let's burn someone at the end here. Yeah, we got a few minutes left on that. Let's find somebody. Let's find someone at least decent size. That's 48 MT. What's this guy ported in right here? 131 MT, 208 VIP. Let's burn him with solo. Solo this guy. Oh, we need to get some traps. Alright. Guy just poured it in. That guy, right? Yep, that guy. Speed this sucker up. And a burn. Alright, let's see what we got him for. Poor guy just poured it into CP and got burned out of there. Burn him for 1.15 trillion with a solo. Pretty good. Alright guys, Mac Leader signing out.